Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. We have microphone, I believe. Welcome in, folks. Let's just give that a little bit of a downer. Welcome back to the shed once more on this very bright but overcast day. Yes, a bit of a mail call today. As you can see, already got some trains running in the background. Just give me a shout in the chat if you can hear me, see me okay. Good afternoon to Chuck Schreiber. Hello there. Nice to see you. Sound vision okay. Thank you, Ivo. That's exactly what I wanted. Curly Express is in. Hello, Dwight. Nice to see you. Floyd Robbins. Excellent. The Closet Branch, welcome in. March West Junction, Andy, nice to see you. Let's see who else is in the chat. Hellos. Fine here, good. Excellent, thank you, Chuck. We've got Summer Breeze. Hello there, that's John and Holly. Nice to see you, to see you. Nice. Right, before I start, Floyd Robbins has very kindly sent me over a package of box, and in it says surprise. So I won't read that out, personal, but there you go. Not too personal, but personal. Joe Radar, very good morning to you, being as where you are in Maryland or Baltimore, one of those two states. So on opening the box, there was some bubble wrap, which I have removed, but here's a very nice Pennsylvania caboose for my freight train. It's very nice of you, Floyd. Absolutely excellent. Floyd's added a bit of weight because it was a bit of a lightweight. There's some decent couplers on there, and I will put that into action. Not only that, in the box there are some pens, and it says on the pen, Floyd Robbins, Burlington Northern. Thank you, Floyd. The pens will come in very useful. Couple of stickers. Hey, gotta have a good sticker. 156 Andrew, a very good afternoon to you. We've got some bottle openers, and on it says Sparky's Great Canadian Meet and Greet 2025, which it says right there. Excellent. Mobile bottle opener to put on your key ring. Yeah, brilliant. And on top of that, hold it the right way up. There's the maple leaf, the Canadian flag, which I will wear with pride because I now have a Canadian train. A big thank you to Floyd. Obviously, I can't make the meet and greet over in the great country of Canada. So Floyd has very kindly sent me over some goodies to make up for the fact that I can't get there. Yes, but not having a passport and something like 3,000 or 4,000 miles, that's a long way to swim. A big thank you, Floyd. Excellent. Oh. So what are we running today? Right, I figured I would go RTC. For those that don't know what RTC is, it's research. Now I've forgotten myself. Research, test, RTC, research. It's research and test. It's research and test. So British Railways have got this modified colour scheme where they've got Research and Test Centre, RTC, Research and Test Centre. That's a mouthful. Research Technical Centre. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Yes. Like all these things, when you're presented with a camera in front of your face, it's difficult to what's that? Still in hospital? Oh, that's your dad. Yeah. I understand he's having a bit of hospital time, which is, if you're real, that's the best place for you. But it's not the nicest place in the world. So I hope everything's doing well there, Andrew. Keep us informed, and I wish him all the best. Bangotchi Junction, Carl Brauns has joined the chat. A very good afternoon to you, Carl. GRE 2057, a very good morning to you. Woodthorpe International, Colin, what a fabulous thing. Colin's got this, what do you call it? It's a drone. It's a tiny drone, only about so big. And he's using it to go up and down inside his helix to get a view in there. So he's obviously had to add some lighting in there so you can actually see what's happening. But it's amazing that it can go up and down and, motion sideways. And the camera, it's as if it's on a tripod and being moved through like a dampened system. Absolutely fabulous. And Colin's layout's great. For those that haven't seen it, have a look at Woodthorpe International. Colin's got a knockout layout. How about that one? Yes. So, yes, we've got RTC today. So, coming around this way, there's a Class 31 in these funky red, white, and blue colours. Obviously, there's some differences in colouring in the research test centres. Coming the other way is a 4TC, which is like is unmotorised but dummy unit coaches, very similar to the 4CEP, but without motors. But it's all in the funky red and blue colours, so that will be coming through there. Pulled by a Class 26, which were, I wouldn't say very cheap, but TMC were offering them at a discount at Worley a couple of years back, and I think I got it for £107. Not DCC fitted or anything like that, just a plain DC, but £107. It can be DCC easily. Fabulous. I thought, snap that up, because I think it was something like £190. And I thought, 107, gimme. It was an absolute gimme. Scott Rouse, hello Dave, a very good morning to you. And it is morning there, so I'm sorry to get you up this early in the morning, Dave, but you know how it is. Dave Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so hasn't been a bad week. Weather's been a little up and down, bouts of rain, not really heavy rain, but consistent, and that tends to dampen the temperature down a little too much. But we're back to t-shirt weather today. A little bit of a breeze blowing, but not too much. Thought I'd make the effort for a change. Hey, very good of you, Dave. Very big of you. And there's Particle Station Charlie, who is in a similar part of the world. So nice of you to join us, Charlie. Always a pleasure to see you. And you, Dave, of course. Alan Reynolds at Buckland Junction. Good afternoon. Putting a video together, but not going live this evening. Oh, okay. Okay, Al. yeah, I'll be looking out for that one. So all power to your elbow, as they say. So yeah, I thought a splash of colour today, and Research Test Centre is the name of the game. Most of these are Hornby. So what you see here is Hornby Class 31 with a couple of what are they? A couple of four-wheel wagons, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 T Research Centre coaches. Put the teeth in. I was downtown Toronto yesterday at the railroad junction. Might have it up tomorrow. Well, that's always advisable to have it up, as they say. So yes, a video. We'll be watching out for that one, Charlie. So always interesting to go into stores and see what they're offering. Yes, and the 4TC, which is a 4CEP but without motor. So just a 4-coach rake with the Class 26 experiment. It's got a prefix of 97 because all of the technical centre and departmental locomotives all have a 97 prefix. So the Class 31 is pretty much the same. It's got 97204 written on here. And the other one is 97. As it gets a bit closer, I'll be able to tell you. Ollie just says she always looks forward to your lives on a Sunday. Well, Holly, I'm happy you enjoy it. I really am. It's a bit of fun with some trains, and it lightens the mood. It's something for me to look forward to personally, and occasionally you get something out of the ordinary, like a box from Floyd Robbins, which is great. Yeah, I was going to look at that, wasn't I? Just a minute. 97201. So these are prototypical locomotives that did actually run. So in effect, it's yeah. How did you get the shirt so white? You're like a Daz advert. I don't know. They put additives into the washing powder, do they not? They add in an ultraviolet blue. And because there's a bit of daylight coming through, I think perhaps it's reflecting the UV. So they add a bit of blue into the washing powder, and it makes the whites stand out a bit more. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. But I haven't put a spotlight on me, so it's there we go. Bit of a hot dog on a Sunday. What did Ivo say? Like everything in the 700 range in Germany. So obviously the Germans have a very similar thing with their departmental locomotives. That was a breathless sentence. Thumbs up. That's very good. We have 17 thumbs up at the moment, according to my clapometer up there. 21 in the chat, which I'm extremely grateful for. 2217. Thank you, Floyd. Wasn't a serious question, but we got a serious answer. Oh, okay, Dave. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's coming across in a decent cadence. Let's put it that way. I'd like to say good afternoon to Dwight. I'll say good afternoon to Dwight as well. Good afternoon, Dwight, or morning where you are. Always great to see you. As you know, Dwight does a Sunday evening show for us, which is on at 7 p.m. UK time. I'm not sure what that is in Central time, but Dwight might be able to There's nothing better than a hot dog on a Sunday. Well, I'm glad you think so, Colin. I'm glad you think so. But yeah, there it is. Anyway, let's get you down on the track so you can get a closer look on these. I'd like to say wonderful trains, but they're of such a colour that it brings out the joy. It's nice to have something. Oh no, there's a wasp in here now. Bugger off. Come on. Oh, now it's buzzing around my coffee. We're obviously into wasp season. So, sounds strange. Hello. Cool dog on a summer's day. Yeah, summer didn't seem to last too long, as happens in this strange place. Summer usually comes on in a big drought, and then there's nothing. We're back to normal, and it's 60 degrees and miserable, and everybody. But when you add a bit of brightness, of course, the people chirp up as well. So it's always nice to have language. Yeah, sorry about that, Andrew. But since I had a couple of wasps in my hat last year, I'm a bit wary of wasps, which is my engineer's hat up here. There was 2 in it. I put it on my head. And I thought, oh, great. Yes, I'm not sure if that was live either, but I don't think it was live. But I remember mentioning it because it did shock me somewhat. But they'll get in anywhere. If you leave a can of drink open, obviously the sweetness will attract the wasps. And I've had one crawl out just as I got it up to my lips. I saw a wasp crawl out on the top. Cheers, everybody. Just a coffee, but I'm sure you understand. Well, Colin's going back to work on Sunday, Colin. Yeah, I know you work hard, but take it easy, brother. Anyway, let's get you down onto the track so we can see some of this colourful RTC trains. Here we go. Move that over to there. And move it down here. Down a bit, down a bit, down a bit, down a bit. How's that? Doris Locomotive Shed, a very good afternoon to you. I hope Ireland is everything you hope it would be on this day. Yeah, that's not very good, Adam. Very good afternoon to you, Adam. Not nice being stung by a wasp because they can sting you several times. And I just mentioned that the 4TC that you just saw coming past you is a Bachmann model, and that was put together by Kerno Model Rail Centre as a special commission. So they did a 4TC in the RTC colours. I hope that's clear as mud. Great Northern Greg, nice to see you, Greg. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. It's an odd livery, but it's not too far removed from British Rail grey and blue. It still looks funky. So much to the point that the late great Bernie Walker saw mine and went out and bought one. It's one of those colour schemes that really does pop in the red and blue. This one, of course, got a funky white roof on it. I don't know why. I'm sure somebody could extrapolate on that, but I'm afraid that's beyond my knowledge. We've got Delft Junction in. Hello, Pete and Sue. A very good afternoon to you. I hope you are not suffering too badly after your Facebook account was ravaged. So I hope you don't feel too badly about that, Pete, because I think YouTube's a little better actually, because it's not so closed in. I think people on Facebook tend to be online all the time and don't miss anything, but it's not that way with YouTube. You can come and go as you please. Dave Nish is in. Hello, Dave, and the Stormy Sky crew, Jenny and Steve. I did catch a bit of your premiere last night. I wasn't logged in at the time, so I couldn't put anything in, but I did watch some of that. It was definitely Stormy Sky. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why that's stressful, but I suppose if you don't want to miss anything on Facebook, you've got to be on it a lot of the time, which can be a bit constricting, I think. But then I've never done it, so I can't really. I've never been on Facebook, and I'd rather have something on tap rather than something being on top, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was a great video, Dave. Really enjoyed that. That was a really heavy sky. We seldom see anything that heavy in this country, but that looked like it was fit to burst. I just noticed on this one, on the Class 26, there is no lights on the front. There's definitely lights on the reverse, the red lights, but nothing on the front. That's strange. I've never noticed that before. But making up for it, this here Class 31 that's coming past now, I'll shift you over to the other side of the layout so you can actually see the front of it. It's got a couple of white lights on the front, which it shouldn't have. I think Hornby put in a dual LED in it, which goes red and white. And when you change directions, it goes from red to white, which it shouldn't do. So a bit of an odd one, that, but I will show it to you. Yeah, keep the phone aside for it. Facebook's not really my thing. I think you can become absolutely inundated with messages on Facebook, which I don't really see as healthy, because you don't feel as though you can turn it off. And if you can't turn it off, it would send you mad. So you've got to have a little bit of solitude in the life. Not too much, but not to the point you get lonely, but you don't really want to get stifled either, I imagine. Still got all your mates on YouTube. Well, absolutely. YouTube's a little more at a distance, though. It's not instant access. YouTube doesn't sort of ring you up or message you in the middle of the night wanting a response straight away. So I think YouTube's a little more temporal. Right, let's drag you over the other side of the layout, and you can see the funky white lights on the front of this. Right, here we go, ladies and gents. Hovercam. Not quite up to Colin's standard, but I'm sure you understand. Here we go. We are now in the soybeans. Creak, creak, creak. There we go. There's the funky white lights on the front. Yeah, I'm with you there, Greg, except for the fact that there's always a chance somebody can hack you, and that is sort of taken out of your hands then, because you've got no choice but to quit or get in touch with Facebook and get the damage reversed. But how difficult that is, I really don't know. Oh, paintbrush. Sorry about that. There's the funky middle lights on it. It's got two lights up the top, which it should have, but the two roughly where the red lights usually show up, they show white as well. Oh, thanks, Floyd. I thought I'd bring a splash of colour on this Sunday. Yeah, I think because of the content on Facebook is so personal, then I think that really hits you hard when you are hacked. So perhaps it's a good thing in the long run, Pete, but it obviously hits you pretty hard when it first happens. Well, it's all gone silent. It hasn't really. Ah, Dino. And there's Andy Dodson. Hi, Andy. A very good afternoon to you. I hope you're well. And Dino, I hope everything in up in, where are you? Derby or Rugby? Anyway, I hope everything is spiffing where you are. Yeah, have a few hot dogs. Always Derby, that's it, Derby. The home of Rolls Royce. Oh, good. Ah, that's great to hear. And the next time I see some of my UK friends, I'll hand out a few of James's stickers that he very kindly sent me. He gave me enough to go round, so I'm sure you can adorn your walls with Tales of Dundas Junction. Ah, Dominic Z. V Gates. Nice to see you. Welcome in. I'm running some funky coloured trains today in Research Technical Centre colours. So they do tend to be a bit bright and funky. But then we can deal with bright and funky. Went into Aladdin's cave, my shed, earlier and found some scrap 3x1. So we'll be doing a test before the wood arrives. I've never done my own baseboards before. Well, all I can say, John, is just make sure for every section of board there is enough stiffeners underneath to stop it from warping. On this one, this is about 2 feet wide. There's a batten on the edge, on either edge, one down the middle, and then crossing that about every foot is a cross batten. So it comes out like a noughts and crosses grid. The more you put in, the stiffer it will become, and the less prone to warping it will become.
Wigwag Workshop, Stephen. A very good morning to you, Stephen. Running some Research Technical Centre funky coloured trains today. This is a Class 31 with lights that it shouldn't have in front, but artistic licence. And these are laboratory coaches that they use. So each of these are prototypical. It's not a fantasy scheme or anything like that. There really are these things floating around on our railways. Yeah, obviously, John, you don't really want to go too mad, but a nice strong structure with some decent thick plywood does help. I know people have used MDF, but it's very prone to absorbing moisture and it swells. So I just stick to marine grade plywood and like birch ply. You can't go wrong. Giada Toys announced a 1/12 scale Chelsea figure for the Kickline license. Could that mean that we might get a 1/18 scale model of Chelsea's Oldsmobile by Giada? Could be. Stephen will be right back. Dan's Model Railroading Journey. A very good afternoon or morning to you, wherever you are, wherever you may be. These are Research Test Centre coaching stock. Not your usual blue and grey 1980s funky colours. Well, that people said was boring, blue and grey. These are the Test Centre's take on it, which has got this red round by the windows, and it does make it pop. Well, I hope it makes it pop anyway. Let's move you a little further down. You might actually get a little less interference. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. It's not so washed out by the sunshine. Apparently, Mr. Dwight Curley is going to be rebuilding one of his buildings tonight, live on YouTube. So I urge you all to chip in and support Dwight with his endeavours. So I'll be interested to see if you can do this in one sitting, Dwight. There's nothing like working under a bit of time pressure. But Dwight's pretty laid back, so don't expect the blood to be flying. Dwight's like me, he's sort of laid back and takes it pretty easy. That's not a bad way to be. And Dwight always comes up with the goodies one way or another. Nine mil marine ply, excellent. Patterns are 3x1. Yeah, if everything comes out into about 1 foot squares, you can't really go wrong, John. 9 mil marine ply, no worries with that. There shouldn't be any major warping. You don't have to go too mad with the screws and glues and things like that. Just go where you think they should be, and you do get the odd bit of peeling on the edges occasionally, but then it's just a matter of adding a few more screws when you see something start to buckle. Now, surprisingly, when I put all these trains out yesterday, I did wonder, because they've been sitting in their boxes so long, whether everything would run as I hoped it would. But as you can see, even the Hornby has come out of its box and is working up to spec. All the coaches, I think there was one axle that was out of place, and that was on one of those little funky box fans. But other than that, everything has worked just as I hoped it would, which is always good, particularly on the live. And we'll say a big hello to Andrew's mum, who's in the background. I met Andrew and Andrew's mum at Crew. Very, very nice people. And if you get the chance, always, if you get the chance and you know who they are, they're always very approachable, great people, really nice people, and always go and tap them on the shoulder and say, I'm XYZ. And they're lovely people. They'll respond just the way you hope they would. And we've got James in there. James. Hang on, wait a minute. All right. That's the man. Dundas Junction Model Railroad. James, how's the turbo going? Hardly. James, why did you wake me up? And for James and Sparky, what you're seeing before you is funky RTC livery, Research Test Centre trains, and they come in these funky colours back in the 1980s. It's a funny take on the blue and grey that the corporate, well, the rest of the corporate stock was painted in. These are in red and blue, and obviously the colours do make them pop somewhat. Giada Toys even announced a 120-volt scale RC Turbo Racer. Sounds good. Version of the Chelsea Oldsmobile from Kick Life. Getting a 1/16 by 4x4 version. Excellent. And there's Lord Owl. All rise for Lord Owl, the Lord of the 5 square foot. Very good day to you, Al. I hope it's not piddling down with rain where you are, which is in stately North Wales. Still working on the first cup of coffee. So fingers and eyes not up to par yet. I'm sure you'll be in great shape in no time, Dave. Warm and zero wind. How often does that happen now? That can't happen very often in North Wales. I mean, you've got a ginormous mountain in the form of Snowdon not far away from you. So there always must be some funky weather around there. Yeah, rare as hen's teeth. Now, Al, you've probably seen this one before. I don't think it should have those white lights midway up the front of the Class 31, should it? I got a funny feeling that Hornby got that bit wrong, but even if they got it wrong, I quite like it. And there's Joe Raider, and we've got Randall in as well. Yes, Joe and Randall, I'm running what they call RTC stock today, Research Test Centre. So these were the departmental trains that they used to run up and down our railways to test the track and shunt their equipment up and down the line to test it. So that's what these were really all about. Also, you may have seen a Network Rail, what they call a banana train. Network Rail's all in yellow these days, but they run a similar train up and down, testing the rails and ballast and things like that. And there's Tuna Salad Mike, another one of our Canadian brethren. RTC today, Mike. Research Test Centre. I know I keep saying that, but everyone that pops in at least needs to have an idea of what's going on. Really, I bought them out because it's a bit of a grey day out there. Not unpleasant, but I thought some funky colours might help. And let me remind everybody, Sparky's Great Canadian Meet and Greet 2025 is coming in August, I believe, early August. So for those that are on that particular continent, I urge you to get in touch with Sparky and get involved. And COL, Canadian Locomotive Logistics. A very good morning to you. I hope today finds you well. Yeah, particularly for the dining car. I'm not sure what dining arrangements they had on RTC trains. I suppose as they were all research centre boffins, I imagine they'd bring along their own little crusty rolls for the trip. Little under the weather today, but doing okay. Oh well, that's par for the course with our ever-changing weather. I hope it's just nothing more than a small virus that will pass. I must admit, if I lived on the US or Canadian continent, I would definitely partake in Sparky's very expensive dining train. Yeah, Pete, I can always chip in a fiver. Only a few tickets left, but it would be nice if that dining car was full up. full up with hungry railroaders. Okay, signal cabin, enjoy your lunch. A land door breakdown unit. Oh, okay, Andy. Any particular reason that had a white roof? I mean, usually anything with a white roof on it is usually something to do with a royal train or something highfalutin like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I wonder what the white roof signifies, if anything. Smallwood Junction. A very good day to you. Hope this afternoon finds you well. Smallwood Junction, that's Paul and Paris. Yes, my memory. Should say, I hope today finds you both well. And yes, that Class 26 does have a name on it. It's called Experiment, right on the side of it. I'm not sure it came with any extra etched parts, but the actual sign on it is very well painted. Yeah, I suppose it is with the white piping. It is a bit red, white, and blue. Hadn't thought of that. Yeah, well spotted there, Floyd. Oh, Joe's out. Well, it's early morning on the American continent and Canadian continent, so it's a bit of a wrench for 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock over on that continent. So I'm extremely happy that you've decided to join us. Needs a caboose on the end of it. Well, Sparky, I could always add a Pennsylvania caboose on the back, which Floyd very kindly sent me. And I'll be press ganging this one the next time I run my Pennsylvania train. $8.49 there. Oh, Tom's in train layout. Don't to watch the F1. So yeah, enjoy that. I'm sure that will be fast. Just got home from work a little bit ago. So you've been working Saturday into Sunday, or yeah, I would imagine that's it. Saturday overnight into Sunday. Eek. £9 p.m. on a Saturday, and they ring you for a Springfield trip. Dear. Still, I suppose there's money in it, Randall. So grab as much as you can, as they say. roofs on coaches from a heat reflection. We've got dirty. EWS did a trial white roofs on some class 6060s, but it didn't last long. Yeah, that's a weighty point there, Andy. For heat reflection, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. It does make sense, but yeah, I would imagine they'd have to, every time they ran it, they'd have to put it through the washer. A minor derailment at Paris, Ontario. I'm wondering what a minor derailment entails. Is that a wheel off, or perhaps a whole wagon? Yeah, it would be interesting to plumb the depths of that one. Simon Trains has joined us. A very good afternoon to you, Simon. I'm running some RTC stuff today, which I'm sure you'll be familiar with. Not sure if they have any of these red, white and blue coaches still out there. I would imagine there might be some at Derby that haven't been repainted. But I'd be interested in your take on that, Simon. Minor. 16 cars and one loco off the rails, but still upright. Well, I suppose vertical is as good as you can get in any of that kind of derailment. So that's going to take some sweeping up there, Sparky. Never seen any RTC at Derby. Oh, well. I would imagine then they've all been pretty much repainted into Network Rail yellow. I would say that's probably fair. Either that or scrapped. Because I think these were 1980s, 90s variants. The 4TC may well still be around in some kind of fashion. There isn't any RTC livery at Derby. Oh. I wonder if there's any at Rugby. So that's another sort of test centre, isn't it? But I would imagine they've probably all gone the way of the dinosaur or been repainted. Mostly Network Rail yellow. Yeah, that's roughly what I was thinking. I think anything they had with laboratory written on the side of it was swiftly painted yellow when the time came. Either that or scrapped, because most of these are Mark 1s or the 4TC. I imagine that was probably scrapped. But in its heyday in the 80s, this is what the research trains would have looked like. Papa John Trains, a very good morning to you. I thought I'd bring a bit of colour to our humdrum existence today with some funky red and blues. And this one, white roof. Apparently the white roof was for reflection and things like that. What would you call it? Climate control. But I think they were very difficult to keep clean. Yeah, Dina, I think that's the advantage of keeping everything boxed. It does keep everything a little more pristine. It's nothing worse than leaving a couple of coaches in here. The amount of dust that collects on it is absolutely amazing. So I've got one of these blusher brushes here, which is great. It's soft enough to not to break any detail, but it's good enough to get most of the dust off. But obviously it takes time to take everything out of its boxes and rebox it. So there's always a snag. Oh, trackside Mike's got to run. Enjoy your day, Mike. I'm sure it'll be absolutely spiffy. Okay, thanks for coming in, Randall. Have a good sleep, mate. You've definitely done your whack, as they say. So have a good sleep and take it easy out there, man. Yes, I did see the nice blue backdrop that Sparky's done. It really does look excellent. It does add a little bit of cool brightness in there. So a very well done to Sparky and to Floyd for all that painting work. Going to be 46 here today. What, 46 degrees? Nah, can't be. 36 maximum, but woo. Turbo tomorrow night. Okay, excellent. I'll tune in for that one, James. Yeah, well, Floyd, it's probably emulsion, so it probably dries pretty quick. I noticed Sparky was going around again with the roller. So, yeah, it's obviously gone on pretty thin, and the thin emulsion paint will dry pretty fast. So, what, repaint in about an hour and a half? Yes, hot. Okay. Well, there's certainly nothing wrong with that. Right, here we go. Doggy's out there in the garden. The weather can't be that bad if Doggy's out there. Oh, right. Oh, hey. A quick thank you for your support. Only Facebook, so not the end of the world. Did explain everything on my last vlog. Did see that, Pete. That's a shame, but these things happen. Got some family stuff. See you all later. Okay, I'm finishing up now, Dino. So I met Crooked Dave and Rick at Deshler yesterday. So the foamers are out in force. Yeah, that's not such a bad phrase, foamer. Foaming at the mouth. Yeah, if something's good, enjoy it. Anyway, everybody, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate the company. Great way to start the day. Oh, thank you, Chuck. That's very kind of you. Take care, all. Hope to see you soon. Absolutely. Entertaining as always. Oh, I'm glad you think so, Andy. Yeah, a splash of colour. Next week, not quite so sure what I'll put out. I'll think about it in the week and see if I can come up with something equally funky. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And Dwight's show tonight, 7 p.m. UK time. Not sure what that is Central time, but I'm sure you can figure it out from 7 o'clock UK time. Thanks everybody for coming in, and I will catch you in the streams or next Sunday. Take it easy out there. Oh, there's Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Nice to see you. I'm just finishing up now, having done an hour's worth of funky RTC livery. You're quite welcome, Adam. Always great to see you. Still number one. Still number one. Yeah, it's definitely morning where you are, Jeff. And well, thanks for coming in. I'll just leave you with these two trains here. Odd colours, I know, but yeah, it's nice to brighten up a Sunday with something bright and cheerful. Thanks everybody for coming in, and I will catch you in the streams or next Sunday. And take it easy out there. Adios, amigos. Bye for now.